Hey there, welcome into CT Now. I am Kristen Talent, Communications Director, Cape Girardeau Public Schools, alongside Dr. Binion, our Superintendent of Schools. Hey there, Dr. Binion.
Hello, glad to be back on the
Yeah.
podcast.
2025-2026 school year is underway, and it's been a good year so far.
It's been a fantastic start to the year.
You
I was
and-
able to get out into all the buildings, and
Yeah.
I know a few pictures were taken of me riding the Tigers
I did
over
see
at Alma
that.
Schroeder. I like to have a little bit of fun to start the year off, so we're really looking forward to the school year.
Yeah, it's a great one so far. And you have been very busy getting out in the community and talking to different clubs about the 10-year facilities plan with Mr. Crowell.
Yeah, Mr. Crowell and I have been going out and having conversations about the 10-year facility plan moving forward. We wanted to do that as part of our introducing the CSIP, and we're going to talk a little bit about the CSIP today as well, a piece of it. But a big piece is that we're trying to plan a bond in the future, and one of the ways that you plan for a bond is you do a 10-year. Really, most of the time, most school districts do a 5-year. We felt it was important to do a 10-year plan so that people could actually see the vision moving forward.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
So we're excited about that. We visited with the Optimist group. We visited with Rotary group, and we visited with the Realtor group. So we've been out doing the rounds.
Yeah, and many more to come, right? Lots of
Yes,
lots
ma'am.
of presentations to get to. Another cool thing that we've launched this year is our CT Friday Fab 3, and that's 3 fabulous things about our school district that we release every single Friday. And it's lots of fun.
Very excited about that because I think it really highlights all the great things that are going on in the school district, and we don't always get to brag on ourselves, and this is an opportunity for us to brag on the wonderful things going on.
The
in
hard
district.
part is picking just 3 things
Only 3.
every week, but
It
you can
is.
view that on YouTube. We post it on our Facebook page. We also send it out to our families and to our staff members, so you can view it in lots of different places. But if you miss it, you can view it on YouTube. So we want to focus, though, for this podcast on our continuous school improvement plan, which is also called our CSIP, specifically the portrait of a graduate. And we have Dr. Bryce Beck, our deputy superintendent, here to talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, we're really excited about that. Dr. Beck is the champion for the Portrait of a Graduate, but he also works with our Assistant Superintendent of Academic Services. So it's been a pretty much an evolution of what's been happening in our district, and you're going to be seeing more positive things that's going on, especially with our academic improvements that we've already started making. But I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Beck. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what the Portrait of a Graduate is and what we've been doing so far?
Yeah, so thanks for having me, first of all. Portrait of a Graduate's really a collaborative effort from all the administrators across the district. They actually laid the groundwork for all that took place moving forward with our action steps, goals for the 5-year plan, and they were pretty specific in how they addressed those at the various grade levels. So we're talking about elementary grades versus secondary grades because it looks a lot different depending on what age group we're talking about. We have 3 pillars to our CSIP plan: Learn, Elevate, Lead. Portrait of a Graduate is the overarching academic piece of Learn. It focuses on 5 core components or skill concepts for all of our students. So those are communication, collaboration, critical thinking, adaptability, and being or becoming a responsible citizen when they leave our doors.
Oh, that's great. So one of the things I think parents are starting to see are a difference in our report cards because it does have the Portrait of a Graduate. Can you kind of explain that and how that was developed as well?
Yeah, so we had to really lean on our academic service coordinators. So Tina Schusler and Nick Cato, they thought that based on how the report card was already formatted for the various grade levels, it would look appropriate to kind of fit it into how that model works already. So we have a lot of standards-based reporting at the elementary level. We have a lot more traditional report card reporting at the secondary level. So it looks a little bit different. It naturally fit into standards-based because it's more of a narrative report on the skill concept.
Sure.
And then at the secondary level, it's inserted as a comment that will be
Gotcha.
seen on that report card by the parents.
So something a little different for families to see kind of as they're looking at those report cards. So it's good to kind of talk them through the process of that. Why do you think that having this portrait of a graduate is so important for us to have as a school district?
Yeah, I think it goes back to what our principals, unanimously as a team, when you talk about skills that reach beyond the barrier of traditional academic programming. So, ELA, math, social studies, art, all these different things. These are components that we feel are essential to not only be successful in all of those categories, but be successful in anything you really do in terms of extracurricular participation, community involvement, community service, and then how you can serve the greater community when you leave as a graduate from Cape Public Schools. So
Creating well-rounded kids. That's what
absolutely.
We want. Yeah. So
And
that's
people
good.
can view more about Portrait of a Graduate and also our CSIP, which again is our continuous school improvement plan. You hear us talk about that all the time. But you can view that on our website, capetigers.com. And of course, parents can be looking for all of that information on those report cards. Now you have a little bit of history about what into creating this, and then also what you can look forward to on those report cards this school year. Thank you for being with us for this podcast. We want to thank Dr. Beck for coming in to talk to us about Portrait of a Graduate, and Dr. Binion.
I'm just excited for the start of the year and look forward to doing more of these podcasts. Don't forget to check out our Fab 3.
Yes. On Fridays.
On Fridays.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
And on YouTube if you miss
Yeah.
it there. Again. And you can also view our podcast on YouTube as well. All right, that's it for this episode, but we hope to see you down the road. Go Tigers.